way or down the other end?
3.
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Being workers, that's right.
So, but then for a man, it actually is a need, actually a chemical, something that's not just an emotional or all, it's actually a physical, scientific need. And I don't know if you guys, may have been aware of that. I don't know what point I was made aware of that there's an actual, and Mark will talk to us about that here in a little bit. That actually, they have to have it. Without sex, men feel insignificant, beaten down, discouraged, destroyed, tempted. So if your husband's mood is, if he's seeming depressed, or he can even be depressed on the job, do you realize that a small amount of time that you give him can actually just change his mood? I don't know about you, but if we're going to go somewhere for the day, I'm going to make sure he's happy.
The night before, yes. Make sure he is happy. That makes a difference. Thanksgiving, my family, make sure he's happy before we leave the house.
And
I'm honest. I mean, that's the truth. I mean,
absolutely.
as crazy as that may sound.
It just makes them a whole bit, because first of all, maybe their chemicals are back in balance, whatever,
I never thought of that.
It's absolutely true. And if he's down, discouraged, he's been working hard at work or anything, this can not only help him emotionally, but physically. And there's certain chemicals that just, think about you with your estrogen. Are you moody? So with him and his testosterone, this is a need that God designed. And that's why I said, how did they make it till they got married?
Yeah.
I don't know if I think I forgot to put it in here. It's in here. I'm sure we'll find it. But y'all know that Satan works very hard to get sex to happen before marriage. And he also works very hard to prevent it after marriage. Y'all. So, you follow that? And I may not have worded it right, but that's what we've talked about before, is like, if we were both virgins when we were married, so we do not have any, and I'll be honest, he told me one time, he said, I don't know why I was staying a virgin, he just another time with our lives, and he was very resentful for a while. I've had 4 kids in 6 years, and he was at that period, our time had lapsed, and but one thing was we were trying to, is he had to work deeper. You know what? I don't have any mind games going on. I don't have any females in my mind. There's a lot of blessings, that we don't even know that we, from being virgins, that we don't understand what we have avoided. To encourage your children, and that's something you can talk to, and it's good to have a room of both kinds of people, because you can say, children, it's good to say. I think I would like to talk to someone who wasn't a virgin to find out what troubles you have, because I don't really know what I'm missing. I guess that's fine. I guess I don't need to know. I feel very blessed. So his sexuality, it's the most important aspect of his life, yet it's the most vulnerable. Is that not right? With the affairs and everything going on? And if we are the one gift that God's given him, how important do you think it is that we need to try harder to make sure that need is met? 1 Corinthians 7:4-5, the wife gives authority over her body to the husband, and the husband gives authority over his body to the wife. Do not deprive each other of sexual relations, unless you both agree to refrain from sexual intimacy for a limited time, so you can give yourselves more completely to prayer. Afterwards, you should come together again, so that Satan won't be able to tempt you because of your lack of self-control. It's commanded in the Bible to engage sex regularly. It's a commandment. I tell you, this book has been for me. Because, and that's where, again, a man, he says Satan's going to tempt you, lack of self-control. And you can't always say, well, we've had sex constantly, yet he had an affair. But I would say that the temptation does come down if he does get to engage more regularly with you. All right, hallelujah, I can quit talking. Here's our first. Emerson Eggers is going to just give you a little brief thing on Susan, and this goes back to exhaustion, fatigue. Don't I have a right to refuse? It's a good question. You're right? We'll see what Emerson says. And he doesn't actually give us an answer, so you have to ponder it.
you know, my husband looks at this book now because so many things have happened. He's like, what are you praying about right now?
Come on,
And
let's
he was like, yes, that's what you need to pray about.
Oh, yeah.
So,
The week that I done his sexuality, Justin made me read the whole section to him, and the entire time. I mean, he even put down the thing. He's sitting here like this right here, listening to me read this. He's like, "Whoever wrote that book is a genius."
You would go ahead and pause it. For those of you that are watching this online, just use your PowerPoint to go to YouTube and watch us on your own.